Hello, friends. Welcome to the inaugural Two Guys, One Pub podcast. We're going to try and do these a bit more frequently this year. This is where we start to talk to brewers and, I suppose, big shots in the hospitality sector. And this is the Belgian Beer Week with James Clay, and we're participating in it. And we have De Halve Maan join us for the podcast. So we thought we'll chat to the guys. We've got Hakim and Steve. Thank you very much for coming over.
Cheers.
I just want to have a little chat to you about De Halve Maan, what you're doing with the Belgian Beer Week, and what's going on at the arcade tonight. So yeah, I suppose, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourselves and how you got into the beer trade and that kind of thing?
So my name is Hakim. I'm the export manager with the Halve Maan Brewery. Doing that job already for nearly 3 years. So I'm excited to be here in the UK, which is one of my focus markets. And I'm here along with Steve Snowat, who's the director of export. So we are very happy to be here with you guys, and
very happy to have you.
Thank you for the night that we have. And that's in the bigger picture of the Belgian Beer Week, organized by James Clay, which is one of our importers here in the UK. So yeah, looking pretty much forward to it.
Excellent.
Fantastic.
It's Thursday as this is being recorded. Where have you been so far in the UK this week, chaps?
We've basically been in and around Manchester.
Area. Yeah.
Historically, I've been working in a brewery for more than 12 years now. So I was lucky to start the whole export business.
Yeah, okay.
So, and the UK for us is very special because it's been our first market outside of Belgium to export.
Oh, wow.
So that's pretty cool because a big percentage of all the visitors visiting the brewery are British.
Yeah.
So that's why Bruges De Halve Maan here. A lot of people, when we encounter people drinking Zot, they said, I've been to the brewery. So for us, coming more up north, it's pretty cool. If I'm honest, it's pretty cool. Especially Manchester, got a nice vibe.
It's a great city, yeah.
So, but yeah, we had a blast this week for now. And
Absolutely.
cool. Everything was building up for tonight, so.
Of course.
Privileged to be the main event. Great.
The whole idea is, to share and to share the Belgian beer culture with you guys here in the UK, and that's a whole setup from the part of James Clay to introduce properly our beers. Like, you guys are true ambassadors of ours, and that's nice, to see that enthusiastic people serving our beers on the proper way, which is also very important.
Absolutely.
And to convey the word that we produce the best beers in the world.
Yeah.
It's very good beer. It's very, very good beer. I think cheers, folks.
Cheers.
Cheers,
chaps.
We kind of started, didn't we, in our journey, stocking a few Belgian beers, didn't we? And I think we've found the point now we can do a Belgian Beer Week.
Yeah,
I think we're starting to find a lot more people who appreciate Belgian beers.
Yeah, definitely. And
we obviously love the Halve Maan beers. So,
as you mentioned, they say like a lot of people go out and they're like, I'm visited the brewery. We were fortunate enough to do so a couple of years ago, weren't we, Richie? And it's a fantastic setup there.
It is, yeah. Tell us a little bit about the brewery, the history.
It's a very cool story, isn't it?
It's the most visited brewery in Belgium. We have around 120,000 people coming into the brewery every year. So that kind of accelerated our export business, because my job the first 2 years was, if I'm very honest, pretty easy. Like calling up, like, hey, I want to get your beer here. Okay, where are you based? Where do you get the beer? Who's your distributor? And I followed the demand. So now times are a bit more challenging, but basically our main, our foundation is the visitor center. And that's for us something that's authenticity. It breeds authenticity.
Yeah.
It's been a brewery, for 500 years.
Oh wow!
5 centuries. It's been a brewery. It's been in the family since 1856.
Amazing.
So current owner Xavier, Xavier Van Este. He's the 6th generation of Belgian of the insane family.
Yes.
So we have a very big legacy in Bruges. We're the only city brewery as well within the city walls. So being able to produce beers in the medieval city, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and you've got a pretty neat little thing you have to do, right, to keep it still within the city walls. So, can you tell us a little bit more? Or is that something you should save for the tour? What's the?
We can save part for the tour.
Yeah.
But I'll let Hakim explain that.
It's a very one-of-one situation, I think. So.
The nice thing about our brewery is that we try to mix craftsmanship and authenticity with with our new installation that we have for example, bottle plant is very, the innovation is just stunning. And what we did is, to trying to comply those two together, and we did that literally with a beer pipeline that connects our brewery with the bottling plant. It goes over 2 miles underneath the city of Bruges. So yeah, it was a brilliant idea of Xavier back at the time.
So basically the big problem was, we were expanding a lot in our export business in general. Also the Belgian market is still our biggest market. But imagine having a brewery in the center of Bruges. So you've been there, you saw the small narrow streets.
Indeed, yeah.
Imagine doubling or tripling the trucks coming in and out of the city. So you had to come up with a solution to keep the brewery in the center. So, and it's very nice if you visit the brewery, you see the very medieval brewery, which is completely renovated now in the tour as well. But then at the other hand, we have a state-of-the-art bottling facility where we can vouch for every demand that's almost a glass per worldwide. So it's pretty cool to have both worlds.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, you've lived up to that, and you've kept your authenticity and kept the heart of the operation where you want to keep it. And I think it's a real novel idea what you've come up with there too.
Yeah. That's basically that's a bit how we want to how the brewery is run as well. So we have traditional beers. I mean, the product is very traditional beer, but the way we do things, it's quite innovative. So the way we brew the beers, the way you transport the beers. We're going to talk later, I think, about some of the special beers we do, which were back in the day when we started that. We're talking now about the Bruges De Halve Maan. When in 2005 the Bruges De Halve Maan was launched, it was one of the first light Belgian specialty beers with 6% ABV. I mean, here in the UK, of course, right, there's another dimension. But in Belgium, everything was 8-9 degrees, strong volume.
Yes.
So this is a 6% for us, easy to drink. It's the next step up from a Pils or from a lager.
Yes.
So, we're quite innovative when it comes to pushing stuff in the market.
And it is easy to drink, right?
It's easy.
And what we love about it as well, it is still family owned, isn't it? The brewery as well, which is, our thing is independent beers only. So family owned preferably. So
that makes the story so successful as well with craft pubs like yours. It's a one-to-one, a family-to-family, and that's the thing that we need to take care of.
I think so. That's absolutely. And some of those beers, and we've got a few here. We're drinking Bruges De Halve, which you just talked about. We're going to share a few of these tonight on the bit of a tasting even we've got. I suppose really the next one up would be the double. So is that a 7.5? 7.5. So could you tell us a little bit about that, I guess?
Yes. So double means double. Why do we call it Bruges De Halve double? So when you brew the blonde, we use a specific amount of malt. So light roasted malt, as you can see, the color is light. Back in the day, when they wanted to indicate on the barrel how much malt was used, they indicated with X's. So 1X was basic amount of malt, 2 X's, double, triple, quadruple, 4 times amount of malt. That's why very traditionally we had a blonde before. The first beer we launched was a blonde, but then we wanted to do like something special next to it. So a triple was a bit Bruges De Halve triple. So we started this blonde, this double beer. And to be honest, it's a very traditional, and it had a lot of success in the beginning. For sure. Brilliant. It's a very underestimated product. The double, the brown.
Yeah, we had that. The
unfiltered at the tap room, I believe. Is that right?
In the tap room at the brewery.
I highly recommend it if people are going to the tap room after the tour. It's
and on scent and on nose, it's as the word said, double, so it's also heavier in alcohol, and in the nose it has some top notes of caramel, brown sugar, some roasted nuts. So it's really a really special beer. Not that popular in the UK as Steve mentioned, but definitely there's a market for it. Once you pop open a double, it's hard to go.
Absolutely. Well, we'll be trying some of that tonight, won't we?
No, I'm sure you'll catch on eventually. Probably, like you say, you've only been exporting not for a great deal of time, really. So I suppose the market's catching up, isn't it? It's, I'm sure people will cotton on to it at some point.
So we've got, I suppose, move on to the Straffer Hendrik beers as well. So we've got a triple on draft downstairs, but with us we've got a quad and the wild as well. So could you tell us a bit about those? I mean, that one's quite special and a bit, should we say, an acquired taste, should we say, the wild?
Yeah, the wild is something pretty unique, because when we launched it in 2014, it was unseen. I mean, there was the whole IPA movement back in 2014. So we wanted to give our answer, but it's not very credible when, in my eyes, as a Belgian brewery, you start brewing IPAs. Not in our heritage.
Yeah.
But we wanted to give an answer on that, the whole bitterness movement. So what we did, we basically brew the same beer. It's exactly the same beer as a Straffe triple that we have all year round. The only difference is that we do it on in the wild. The only difference is the second fermentation on bottle is done with the wild yeast, with the Breckenridge's yeast. So basically, it's just a second fermentation on bottle. We add the wild yeast, we cap it. It's going to be in a warm chamber for about 3 months until it stops fermenting, and then that beer evolves every year, and that's the amazing stuff about this beer.
Okay.
It's also very
live and kicking.
Yeah.
pretty cool. So, but it's an acquired taste, that's for sure. When you smell the beer, like wow. I have family in Germany, in Berlin. So Berlin is an open-minded city when it comes to everything but beer. Yeah? My brother-in-law, he tried that. He's like, the beer is bad. So yeah, it's and it's an acquired taste. For example, me, I prefer it when it's very young. When they brewed it in January, we release it in April. I like it after 4 or 5 months. For me, it's perfect. But you have people after 2, 3, 4 years, and it's a bit more dry.
Yeah.
But maybe just to picture it a little bit for the audience, regarding our beers, we have like 3 big families within the Halve Maan. We have our white beer. We have the white beer and now our new rosé. And then we have the Bruges De Zot, which has the blonde, the double, and the sport zot, the non-alcohol.
Yeah,
which is really
very good.
Super
very good. Yeah.
And then we have the third family within the group, and that's the Straffe Hendrik, where you have the triple, quadruple, heritage, Christmas blend, which is amazing.
Yes, we've had some of that before. The Christmas message.
So we have the 3.
Yeah, that's a bit what we do. I mean, so we have Blanche de Bruges, which is our beer Blanche, and we do one manipulation different, and we get Rosé de Bruges. So it's
both excellent beers. If you've not tried them, they are fantastic. Yes.
Thank you. So one manipulation different, we get Rosé de Bruges. Bruges De Zot, we do one manipulation different. We filter it, we get Sport Zot. It's very easily explained, of course. You get Sport Zot alcohol free. You do the triple. Second fermentation on bottle with wild yeast, it becomes a wild. A heritage aged in oak barrels becomes quadruple. Sorry, is aged in oak barrels become the heritage. So that's what we try to do within our product range. We try to showcase. Okay, we have a permanent assortment, but we can do some special stuff as well. Yeah.
So in the bottom line, we have 3 core beers, and that's it. Which make our breweries so special as well, because we tend to stick with one product and try to optimize it.
There's nothing wrong with that. Just stick to what you're good at.
We have craftsmanship since 1856, so
There's a bit of practice gone into it.
Kind of.
Well, but touching on the Zot Sport, that is fantastic. Over here at the moment, we're finding the demand for no alcohol, no and low stuff. It's on the rise, really. So a lot of people, whether that's just people
worldwide, right?
Yeah, I guess I'll obviously just speak for our little corner of the globe, but it's people are definitely, whether it's just from a looking after themselves point of view, or whether they're out with friends and they're driving or whatever, which we don't encourage drink driving. So. But it's an excellent beer. It's very, very good.
What's so unique is that you still have the crispiness and the bitterness of the ale.
Yes.
Due to the reverse osmosis procedure that we use to extract the alcohol. Yeah. So instead of cooking it out, because if you cook a beer out, you have the sugars and you have the maltiness in the mouth and the thick feel. Whilst with our Sport Zot, it's a beer. If you drink it blindly,
Yeah.
nearly impossible
It is very,
to
very
extract them from a Bruxelles block.
Yeah.
Due to the bitterness and the hops that you still have, and
Yes.
that makes that beer so unique and so award-winning as well. We just won again yesterday gold medal again in Belgium for our best.
Congratulations.
Along with Bruxelles Hot as best.
Of course. Of
So
course.
it's a winning team. You never change a winning team.
Absolutely. We'll be stocking from that very soon. That should have arrived, but it didn't. So we need to get onto that. But
So audience, please come over to the arcade. And
thank you. Listen to this man. That's I suppose, talking of products and sports hot and new products. Anything else exciting going on at the Halve Maan, or can you tell us anything else, or is it all a bit hush
Every
hush?
day working at the Halve Maan is exciting.
There we go.
If you work with beer.
There's never a dull moment. What we're very proud of to see is the brewery we started in 2005, so with Bruges De Halve Maan. And now with 2026, we celebrated last year 20 years of Bruges De Halve Maan. Seeing where we come from, where we are now, it's pretty cool and challenging economy at the moment. So after 2020, after the energy crisis, now in general, as you say, people are drinking less, but they're drinking more quality. So the pie is getting smaller. So we need to have, if you want to have an equal piece, it's a hard business. But in general, we're quite happy where we are. We, especially sports hub as well, it's helping us a lot. People forget we started that in 2018 already, so it's been 8 years we've been optimizing and trying to perfectionize sports hub. So in challenging times, we still try to find creative ways to keep on brewing and to keep on doing what we do. That's brewing authentic beer in an authentic city and try to get it to authentic people. That's the whole deal.
The nice part of my job is representing Bruges De Halve Maan here in the UK, and we always had a special liaison with the British market, Bruges and Britain. Those are
Indeed.
There's a line since the 70s. Everybody came over by boat, having their first Belgian beers, introducing Leffe back in 30, 40 years ago. A lot of things have changed, but the people came from Bruges and they kept, Straffe Hendrik and then later on Bruxelles Hot as a sweet, fond memory. And British in style, and you guys know what is good eventually if you drink a good beer. So many things therefore. And that's a proper natural introduction of our beer here in England. So thank you for that.
No, thank you. You heard the guys. You need to come to the arcade and drink their beer, basically. And if you're in Bruges, go to the brewery. It's fantastic. I highly recommend it. I think that's...
The only thing I can add is for sure. That's all.
There we go.
There you
Done. Buy some De Halve Maan beer at the arcade. That's.
Obviously, this is going out after our event this evening, but these beers will be stocked in our fridges, so check them out. And we hopefully we can do this again. This is an annual thing you guys do, so hopefully we can be on the lucky list again to do a similar event. So, boys, thank you very much. I really appreciate your time. Thanks for being our inaugural. We really appreciate it. Fantastic.
Should we go and drink some beer?
Hell yes.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Going over that. Cheers.
Nice one.